Good day, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pastures Farm. Today, we're going to be talking a little bit about some timeless materials. We've been using timeless fence posts now for several years, and this is made out of recycled PVC. A lot of them are. It's an extruded product that goes through a hot die, and it's resin chunks that is fed in. They heat it up, and it melts. And then when it comes out, they actually have a tool that punches these holes in there. And what's really cool is it puts a covering on here that's UV resistant. So you don't need to be painting them. And you know, I like fiberglass. We sell fiberglass posts, not that many, but we sell some. And the thing about fiberglass, I tell people, is UV. UV is the enemy of fiberglass. It will make it fray out if you don't paint it. You'll get fiberglass slivers every time you touch that post. Well, with these, you just drive it, and they're pre-drilled. They've already got drilled holes in them at whatever spacing you want to set your wire. Now, what I'm holding here is 1 3/4 inches. And Connor, when we drive that in the ground, you've driven some. How do you know how deep to drive that? You want to talk about that?
So there's a little sticker right here. It's 18 inches from the tip down here to the end of the sticker there. So once you can't see the sticker anymore, you're in 18 inches. I mean, if you want to go in there deeper, you can, but that's 18 inches.
Yeah, so you don't have to measure them.
Right.
You're not after with the magic marker putting a little mark on all your posts to make sure you get them all the same height. You've driven quite a few. What do they drive like? Are they?
So they drive really well. I've driven them through like tree roots, rocks.
What do you use to drive them with?
Just a regular post driver.
A steel post.
Steel post driver. Yeah.
Does it shatter the top of the post?
Nope, doesn't. I mean, I don't even notice any damage on it. So
yeah.
The only thing is you just got to get them lined up. Like you get them started straight, and then they're good after that.
Yeah.
So.
Isaac, do you want to talk a little bit about how we fasten the wires to the post? There's several different methods. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so obviously they're pre-drilled, so you have the option to just run your wire, high tensile wire, straight through the posts. And on a perimeter where you don't have maybe trees and stuff like that, that probably is a good idea because you don't have to even do a fastener at that point.
So you would drive all your posts for the whole
Get
fence.
them all straight, then just run the wires through, and
that'd save a lot of time.
it sure would. It does save a lot of time, and it it looks nice too. You don't have a little wire fastener.
Yep.
Whereas in this post, this is a 4-footer. So this is a 5.5-footer for like a perimeter. This is a 4-footer. It's an inch, isn't it?
Inch and a half.
Inch and a half.
Yep.
Width. So this is something you'd use for like paddock divisions and stuff.
A single wire.
Single wire. Yeah. You put your wire in the top.
That would make a pretty good sheep fence, though. I mean, you could.
Yeah, you could run multiple wires. Yeah. But this one also has the little cutouts right there, so you can wire easier around that post. And if you're running through woods and stuff, this is and you're using timeless, I would recommend wiring them as opposed to running them through, just because you get a tree that falls on it, or you have to cut the fence for whatever reason, or replace a post.
You can take your wire off.
Yeah, and you don't have to run it all the way back through all your posts and then back out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also may even recommend doing that on the perimeter, just for that reason, that if you do have to replace a post, it's a lot easier to
It sure is attractive, though.
Yeah, oh, it is.
When you go out there and all your wires are through these holes,
yeah,
there's no fasteners.
Yep, you just run it straight through there.
Yeah. Folks, this is a heck of a post. I mean, it's 1 3/4 inches wide. There's a lot of beef to it. You drive these in the ground, it's going to be there. I tell you what, we've driven them in the ground where you couldn't get them back out.
No, you had to get a tractor jack.
You got to get a tractor jack and a log chain to hook onto them, because when you drive them in the ground, because they're shaped just like a steel fence post, that dirt.
There's so much friction.
Oh, a lot of surface area. I mean, it's got surface area. It's grabbing onto that post. You just can't hardly get them out.
And if you are getting them out, don't go on like a T-post and start bending it. You'll just snap it off at the ground. Then you have a real trouble. You have to take it out.
Yeah.
Just get a tractor or a high lift jack, or
I don't know if I've ever snapped one off.
Ben did last year.
Ben did.
We were at the grazing school and he went to.
Yep.
Well, yeah, he was in a drought. Yeah, we drilled.
Right. No, it wasn't like a fence we were using.
I've never broke one off.
We were trying to get it out, and he was bending on it to get it to lose it. This went.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can't pull it straight out, don't
Yeah,
don't
you're
try
probably
and
like
jump around.
putting
on
it in a vice at that point. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
giving it all you got.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Timeless, they're awesome. I'll put a little link at the end of this video to Timeless Fence. They're down there in Tennessee, and you know what I like about Timeless? I visited that place last year, and in 2021. By the way, today is February 7th, 2022.
Mhm.
I've got a bad problem not saying the date, so I said it. Folks, this is a hometown company. It's put a lot of people to work in that smaller town. They do a great job. They're all kind of bought into this thing, and they want to turn out a good product. So I think it's cool. I think we need to keep our money here in the United States. We don't need to have a lot of foreign companies making all this stuff for us. I think we need to get stuff more manufactured here at home. That's my belief.
And they're selling a good product too.
It's a good
Yeah,
product.
It's
It's a
we
good
recommend
product.
it.
So I'm not going to take my hat off, but my hats are off to you all at times. So now we're going to move into the step-in market. So go ahead, Isaac, talk about that.
So Timeless has come out. I think either they sourced it or they've come out with this post.
I'm not sure where they got it at.
And it's you call it like a mock O'Brien post. It's pretty much a replica of the post. The differences that it has is on the back of these O'Briens you've got 4 clips. So and then this post doesn't have. It only has the one at the top, which not that we ever use those clips, but that's one of the differences. Another difference is the steel was a little bit softer. We noticed when we were grinding the tips and when stepping it in. So that's definitely something that you know to keep in mind. And the plastic didn't feel quite the same. It's hard to tell if it's more brittle or less.
We're gonna give it a try.
Yeah, we're gonna use it to see how they hold up. But other than that,
We got a box of these, folks, and the first thing I had the boys do before we ever used them, folks, even O'Brien, all your posts come blunt on the end. Take 20 minutes, about 20 minutes to do a box.
Yeah.
A box of 50. Get your bench grinder set up and put a point on them. It's going to protect your feet here when you step on that. You're not going to be snapping them off. So anyway, I'll guarantee you this post probably doesn't cost what this one does, but we'll see how they hold up. So that's going to be a trial going forward. I can tell you this: these, when you get them shipped to you, at the time you pay shipping, you're going to be in that $4.50 to a little over $5 a post. I'm guessing these are going to be a little bit cheaper than that. And but anyway, I just want to make people aware that there is a step-in now being sold by Timeless.
And when you can't find an O'Brien, because there's only they only make so many a year.
Yeah.
If you can't find O'Brien, I mean, and you're grazing cattle.
This might be your cat's meow
That's
right here.
probably as close as I've seen a replica of the O'Brien post.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be really nice, not having all those clips on the back, because those clips on the back, they just get tangled on stuff. That's this, and they're harder to get out. So
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If it's lighter weight, there's less weight to it because of that product. Just a little bit.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting. I just want to make people aware of what we've got here, and we'll do a follow-up video after we've used these for a couple months. We may bring some in and see what kind of damage, if we can tell, how they're holding up. It's going to be easy to tell which ones they are, though, because folks, we've got probably 1,200 posts in that pile out there.
Mm-hmm.
These don't have the clippy on this side except for the top, so it's going to be real easy. You won't get them messed up with the O'Briens. Yeah. We're excited about that.
Basically the same. I mean, even down to the mold of everything.
Yeah, it's pretty much well, you just can't hardly tell the difference in them except for that.
It's the clips and the steel, and that's about the difference that we can tell.
Well, folks, we're going to go ahead and wrap up here. I just wanted to cover that, and everyone new to the channel, hit that subscribe button on the way out. And also, if you want some steers, we still got some steers available. Shoot me an email if you need some good grass genetic steers to graze this summer. Y'all take care and see you down the road.